Leo. Thank you for joining me. This is your April Psychic Tarot reading. My name is Audrey Alison. Leo, please watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign for a full dose of divination for the month of April. We are in between two eclipses. It's also Mercury retrograde today through the 25th of April. Leo, what is up? What do we have in store for you for this month, which might not feel as effortless in the beginning stages, but we'll see what we have. High Priestess, such a beautiful card. This is the Aquarian Tarot, by the way, by David Palladini. Psychic intuition at its highest form, discrepancy, privacy, psychic ability, keeping to oneself, assessing things internally. Ooh, we like it. Ace of Cups. There is a new source of happiness, new love, something to feel happy about, positive about, glass half full about. And you don't want to announce this to the world in April right away. You want to keep this treasured happiness to yourself. It could even be your own self-love that is growing again. And the way she's looking at this, it's as if Leo is giving back to oneself, giving back, self-care, treating yourself with the love and respect that is needed and deserved. Here we go with them coming out the woodwork. Mercury retrograde is bringing in nostalgic love. You definitely, Leo, will hear from an old love or a relationship that once was. You don't have to take the call, but the incomings are there. And the Six of Cups at the center is really, do you remember me? We used to have a connection. Leo might remain quiet on this. High Priestess doesn't give too much. She's available to read, receive, and listen, but don't expect too much communication. So you might not have as much to say, but there is a sense of compliment to this. And take a compliment. You don't have to go overboard with gratitude, but there is a sense of you feeling good about this. The Knight of Rods, that's a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You hear this message. There might even be an indication to travel or to relocate because of this connection. I wouldn't make quick decisions in April. I would allow for the analysis of the Mercury retrograde in Aries, which trines your planetary placements that you have in Leo. So this retrograde and maybe indecision period of time filters into Leo just as quickly as it does the other fire signs of Aries and Sagittarius. Take your time with any data given or any emotional energy given to you. Listen, take a look at it, but do you need to respond? No. Travel is indicated. Do I think travel's the best in a retrograde? No, but this is more about where do you see yourself? Where do you envision yourself in the future? And you might not need to go the distance. This could be like getting in your car and going somewhere new just to gain a new perspective. I'm getting that someone wants to remind Leo of where they saw themselves with this with you. This could be someone coming in through a message or email or whatever, social media, saying, hey, do you remember the time when we went to do this together? I was thinking about it. And you're not sure of what kind of reaction you need to give them. That's the kind of stuff I see happening. People wanting to know if Leo is still in the mix. Can they still reach out to you? And not everyone's answer will be the same. Five of Coins. It's important for Leo to remember what is full in this cup as opposed to what they lack financially or even in confidence. This makes me feel like Leo might not be at their strongest in pride and the large positive ego that Leo does have and the sense of courage and strength. It might feel a little weaker in the retrograde or in between eclipses when we are more vulnerable and more prone to self sabotage and things like I can't do it kind of mentality, or I don't have or lack mentality. I wouldn't buy into any of that your brain might be telling you. You're starting out very strong in terms of you know who you are, you know what you want, and you know what you stand for. The feelings can get a little turbulent in this month, but don't let it change what you already know. Defend your position in life. Seven of Wands. It's worth believing in. You are, and what you've created, and what you feel happy about, and where you receive your sense of fulfillment is worth defending or protecting, whether that is through legal matters, not necessarily legal. I don't even see any swords here, but like copyright, business matters, protected in those forms, patent and things like that. And if you need any licensing, make sure that's up to par. But again, we are in a retrograde, so go slow with it. Make sure everything is filled out correctly. And I might even push through with that more around the 25th of April. Emperor. Wow, that's Aries energy, and we have the majority of our planets in Aries. The Sun, Mercury retrograde, Venus, and we have an eclipse there on the 8th, a new moon eclipse in Aries. And this is about control and taking ownership and authority of your life, and maybe even proactive enough to move or relocate. Who's in charge? You don't have to take everything with you. Let go of some of your burdens here. You can't take on what people are leaving undone. If you are working with someone or in a business arrangement where it is not fair, someone has more control over something than you do, then why take on the 5 things that they're leaving undone when you could do the 2? Something isn't fair in being distributed evenly at all for Leo, and this is the month where I think you defend your position and attempt this fairness here. Leo doesn't really work well for other people. They tend to do things thoroughly on their own. So this feels stifling to me. Whoever is giving Leo orders or any type of control over them might get the boot this month. You might take your belongings and head in a different direction. And I giggle about that because I just feel like you'll be better off on your own. The Sun, what an outcome card. And Leo, I mean, can it get more Leo than the Sun or the Strength card? You are yearning for warmth and the season of summer, and that will eventually get here. But before then, take control over what it is that makes you happy and what you're working on quietly, and get rid of who's trying to usurp you and keep you under their thumb. They don't realize they're projecting. They need to get out of your way. I think they need to get out of your way before they get steamrolled here. If you can afford to get in your car and go a small distance to gain perspective or even to see what this person is saying to you in a better light, do so. Again, you don't always have to answer every incoming message from the past. And I'm even getting that some of these messages you need to boundary. You don't need to explain yourself And the defense of yourself is just no data, no response. That's a defense too. They don't get to you, or they don't get at you. I'm not mad at this at all. It's a month that should be discerned, because we are in the first month of this much planetary energy when it comes to the retrograde and the eclipse pattern. We also have a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, exact conjunction on 420. They'll both be at 21 degrees of Taurus, and that will square your planetary positions you have in Leo. So what this means is, in order to elevate and to break through at a higher level and status and expand in life, it comes with some uncomfortability. It's not a trine, so you might not feel you want things to shift without holding on. And you might be the emperor in a sense that you're trying to control things so much that it's too rigid in order for you to be at your happiest. Let go a little bit here. Let me know in the comments how this works for you. And please check all three of your signs and see how they relate to one another, your moon and your rising, and take from them what resonates. Some of these readings have similar cards, not all of them, but I like to compare as well. I hope this was helpful, Leo. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. I am definitely taking clients. I'm booked every day, and I do have openings in April. I've been saving a lot of my energy for the client readings because I want to give them my best work, and I hope that you can respect that. But I am back on YouTube. I am definitely booking. So if you need me, I'm at audreyalison.com. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.